I've been in radiology for 38 years now, and my career started out as a technologist. Primarily, I was an interventional technologist, CT technologist, MRI technologist, performing imaging procedures. I had advanced into working for a nationwide imaging provider, providing education, application specialist, and then I transferred into doing operations management and administration, and then into compliance, working for the organization to provide compliance for nuclear NRC and state compliance for PET-CT units and radioactive materials licenses and registrations across the nation. And then moving into sales, into a medical physics company provider, and now into RDC, into the dosimetry environment for sales. The future of radiation treatment is on the increase right now. There's new procedures out called radiopharmaceutical therapy, or also known as theranostics. These procedures are now more customizable radiopharmaceutical injections that are done in either the cancer treatment centers or in the nuclear medicine departments, where they're injecting radiopharmaceuticals to target specific cancers. With these procedures like Y90, with Pluvicto, and these procedures, they come with higher doses of radiation. What these procedures are going to do is increase the amount of radiation to the workers and the members of the public in the environment. The demand and need is going to be there for dosimetry, and particularly just digital dosimetry, which is going to be needing real-time detection. So those changes can be made by the radiation safety teams and the RSOs to see how those doses can be reduced by the workers and the members of the public around the patients that are being injected for those procedures. As a technologist, my experience in the days when I was working specifically in interventional radiology with high doses of radiation for working all day long in a special procedures lab, OR, and then doing CT, I had a relatively high dose exposure to radiation. So for me, the important thing is today is to have that power of knowledge of how much dose I would be receiving on a typical day, that I can make those reactions. When I was performing interventional radiology years ago, I would have to wait 1 to 2 months to get my badge reading back to understand where and when I received my high doses and what behavior changes I need to make back into the special procedures room when I went back to work. But today with digital dosimetry, I can get that information down to the hour and understand in the same day, and I can get those results back, and I can make those course corrections. I can, when I get back into the imaging room, I can understand how, as a technologist, I can change that behavior by stepping back away from the field or changing positions, or wearing lead in different manners. So, and using the shields and all the defense mechanisms we have to help us protect ourselves. The future of medical imaging is on the increase. We know from statistics coming that the silver tsunami, which is the amount of baby boomers that are going to be entering in to the retirement age, and between now 2025 and 2030 is going to be a significant increase. By 2030, there should be another 20 million baby boomers entering in, which is going to mean more healthcare needs and more medical imaging needs. And what that's going to mean is going to be higher radiation procedures and treatments that are going to be on the increase and rise, which is going to mean more radiation, medical radiation in use, more medical radiation workers. And with that, it's going to have a higher need for dosimetry and that information feedback. To have that knowledge with healthcare providers that have been in this business for decades, to take that information as past users in the compliance area and operations and finance and budgeting and staffing needs and the environment of just radiology, by taking that experience and bringing it into the RDC organization and bridging it into research, development, technology, IT, marketing and sales, and just bringing it to the leadership team to understand where the focus and needs are for the healthcare imaging providers. And then bridging that gap is that when we speak to and share our experience and our knowledge of our products and services into the healthcare, we can speak to that to our colleagues and understanding the environments that they're working in, and share that of how our products and services can enhance and bring value to their departments.